Hey, Scorpio Witch. Hey, sis. How you doing? How's everybody doing? I got some things that I need to talk about. Um, sis, I am still sitting here in the middle of the floor recording readings, and I actually have, let me pause this real quick. I actually have the last three of the July readings going up, and so my readings are being done in advance now. So I'm like a month ahead, which is, that like if you guys are thinking about starting your own tarot business or, doing work for people, if you are a practitioner, or if you want to do work for the public and offer your services, your healing services, you definitely can. But I wanted to come and talk about something and see, I'm not talking about this to explain. I'm just trying to relieve um, other people. Hold on a second, y'all. Okay, I'm back. Is anybody here? Hold on, because the StreamYard. Okay, so I think that this whole shadow banning thing is absolutely coming from that negative spirit that has been on me since I was a child. And this negative spirit wants to shut me up. It's been trying to since I was a child, but it's never succeeded. So my message will still be received, whether or not it comes from me or through others. So if you guys feel like you want to share or use any of my techniques for yourself, I am a person that believes in sharing with others. And so I don't mind that, because a lot of the times my talking points, I will hear other people with those same talking points. And yeah, it's like the count, like it's just showing a zero, like my views don't show at all, which is very bizarre. Guys, I have started to get used to that feeling of feeling like I'm in the Truman Show or something. And it's very bizarre feeling. So what I want to first start off by saying is that I am not here to ask anybody to accept me that doesn't want to. Okay. And you know what? I guess growing up the way that I did is probably the reason why I have a difference of opinion. Um, the one thing that you'll want to focus on when you come over to this channel is that we don't spend a lifetime healing. We are very fast healers, very resilient. And so our main focus is money manifestation and destroying the demon of poverty, the demon of patriarchy, and then other demons. So that is my ascended master's mission. And this is the reason why I stick with them, because I agree with, their thing. For me in 2020, what is important to me is manifesting wealth for my family. It is what I put number one besides my family. It's up there with my family. So over here, the energy is of manifestation. I have a difference of opinion because of the way that I grew up, and obviously, so I'm used to not being accepted. It has nothing to do with me being ugly or pretty. That's so, that's funny. That has nothing to do with whether or not you're accepted or not. Today was really emotional for me because I think that some stuff got triggered in me because I never felt accepted. When I went to school, I didn't feel accepted. I didn't feel embraced. I didn't actually feel accepted in my family. I didn't feel accepted in my family. I didn't. Even though they would front like they loved and cared about me, I felt like an outsider. And the main reason was because none of them cared about my opinion and none of them cared about my feelings. And I'm going to make sure that I don't put myself in situations where I get triggered again because it reminds me of my family. I experienced a lot of psychological abuse and trauma because my opinion was never valued ever in growing up. Um, Oppression feels like death, and that's how I felt. And the crazy part about it was that I would be saying something that made sense, but it was always supposed to be where everything that I said was wrong or incorrect. And I think that that had a lot to do with the program that was set up for me, because I couldn't ever do anything right. And if somebody did me wrong, my family tortured me. And so I never felt accepted by the Black community or my own family. So here we are 43 years later, and the pain from being a child growing up in a Black family, um, probably about 30 minutes ago, there was thought processes that come from emotion, because either your emotion can come from thoughts or the other way around. And, I was thinking to myself, as far as being a Black person, why should a Black person be proud of being Black when Black people treat each other the way that they do? Like, and maybe I come from that perspective because I grew up in a dysfunctional family. I grew up with a dysfunctional mother. I did. And, because there wasn't genuine love for me. It wasn't. And I always felt that. Now, it's not to say that I didn't find that outside of the family, but I had struggles even in high school, being bullied, being picked on by people that just wanted to randomly attack me. And I was just quiet and trying to do my work. And I dropped out of high school because I was being bullied. I couldn't connect with anyone there. It wasn't anything wrong with me. It was just a toxic environment. And so if you ask me certain questions at this point, yes, I am very empathic. Am I going to support anybody in continuously doing harm to themselves by being around people that they know don't accept them? Because that's one of the reasons why I left and I got away from the people that I felt did not accept me. And not once have I allowed that to stop me. So for me, when you look at my chart, I have a Virgo moon, I have a Taurus Venus, and I have Gemini all throughout my chart. So for me, certain situations that I know have held me back in life, knowing that, looking at the result of slavery and self-hatred and all of that, I don't contend with those things at all, and I don't deal with them, and I don't have no emotion for them. And I think that I wouldn't be able to be a leader if I did. I wouldn't be able to be a leader if I felt emotional about that. And I don't get emotional, even in situations where I should, where people would assume that I would. For example, when I was falsely being persecuted for 5 years straight, I never once got emotional. It wasn't, well, I did get emotional, thinking about the fear, but dealing with the actual situation, I knew how to face that. I knew how to face that diversity because I knew how to shut off my emotions so that I could think more logically to get myself through that tough situation. And so for me, I'm only unemotional about when I'm not accepted by the people that I love, by the people that mean something to me. If I find out that they don't care about me, that's what hurts me. But as far as what I was talking about earlier with racism in general, I think that the reason why it doesn't exist in my life is because I don't choose to think about it or allow it to control me. And so what will happen is that sometimes within the Black community, when you do have a healthy attitude, because that is a healthy mindset, they will push white supremacy on you and say, see, look, I told you, look, see, look, let me show you this. Okay, let me show you, let me show you that, you are not valued and that you are just a Black person by encouraging people to attack you and call people to your house. Let me push that discrimination on you by calling the police on you. Let me let you know how it feels. And I don't think that's right either, because again, if you constantly live within that realm to where you are, you're allowing that to hurt you. So I'm sorry, you got to understand where I come from, because I wasn't accepted by my own mama. My own mama don't give a shit about me. And it's not anything that I did. It was just is what it is. It was my fate. And I also think that continuously, talking about racism, it keeps your mind off of the bigger problem. It's a distraction because I don't feel that racism is a huge problem, because I'm not seeing people get hung every day. I haven't had nobody come to my door to try to kill me. Jacob, what the heck are you doing? I'm just not seeing that, but I feel like there's other problems that are epidemic that we are ignoring because we want to solve another problem. And I'm sorry, I don't even mean to say we, because I'm not in that. I'm not in that, and so I do have a different disposition, because maybe that, I feel like that's not my life purpose. That's not my purpose in this life. And, maybe there's some people that feel that it is. And I feel like that is your choice. But I do feel, I do believe strongly in the law of attraction. And I think that when you are dealing with being in that place where certain situations can put you in the sunken place, and you're feeling bad about yourself and you're feeling bad about others, you're feeling bad about the world just because of one little thing. Maybe if you just wait a few days or a few months or a few years, or even, I mean, quicker than a few years, you'll realize that better things will come into your life when you release that. So for example, a few minutes ago, I was releasing those harmful feelings of feeling like you're worthless or you're not, or that you don't matter. And I will say that when people say Black Lives Matter, it does mean something to me, but I knew that beforehand because I didn't matter in my family. I didn't. When you come from a situation where a person was always ready to get rid of you, it follows you. And, I feel that I have the right to be heard, which was one of the reasons why I started a YouTube channel years ago, because I felt that I needed it for, to heal from certain things that I had went through. Um, and I don't feel that I should have to be stigmatized, because I feel that, if it wasn't purposely following me and telling people to stigmatize me for some reason, I would be able to live a normal life to where I don't just get thrown away at the drop of a hat. Oh, you don't matter. Oh, shut up. I don't I don't trust you. I don't want to hear what you have to say, because I feel like you're gonna fuck up, because you're just a fuck up. You're a dumbass. And I will get triggered, and I try to really be careful, because sometimes if you treat me that way, I'll start psychically attacking you. I'm a Cancer. I'm a natural at psychic attacks. And I don't want to do that, because you know what? You want to get over. I understand how you feel when you want to move past something, and you want to get over something, and you want to get past it. But you know what I'm saying? But then it kind of makes you stop and think, if the people in my life, the type of relationships that I'm going to have with them is that they just kick me to the side as if I'm nothing, then I don't feel valued at all. And I'm gonna be honest with you, with that Virgo moon and my Cancer sun, I will go into solitude, because second, I got some work to do on my mother today, because she's heavily affecting me. I'm sorry, guys, because it gave me that feeling of just wanting to be away from everybody, and to just, it's really sad. And I think that, especially if you are a Black girl born into a family of mixed people, and your mother wants everybody to know that you're not special, I think everybody deserves to feel special by somebody. And it was forced upon me to just not be listened to or heard, or either casted to the side. And I'm extremely sensitive to that. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put all of that energy into my work. Just a second. Yeah. So yeah, there's some things that I do care about, but I got really upset earlier because of some things that happened, because some people really know how to get a rise out of me or get a reaction out of me when they do certain things. And I really feel like, if I know the people in my life that matter to me, I'm going to always have people that love and care about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a problem. But I think that when you have somebody that has the psychological history that I have, hold on. Okay, guys, I'm back. I don't know what's going on. I think that there's really some moon attacks going on, so I have to go. Also, I want to tell y'all something that my mother plagiarizes my voice sometimes. I don't think that if she thought that I had a relationship with somebody, that she would have any problem with staging a phone call with somebody. Me and my mother have the same exact voice. So I got to go deal with a situation because somebody's reaching. So I got to go. I can't even have my moment because there's people that, they're just sick and they get mad when I talk about stuff like this because it makes them feel bad that, my mother feels bad that she was an abusive mother. So what she does to avoid it is she comes up with all kind of crap. So I got to go. Yeah, if you guys, hey, Greg Lancaster, if you guys need a reading, everything is below. I will see you guys later. The readings actually went up. Hey, I don't care if you don't accept me. That's what I want to say to people. If you don't accept me, I don't care. I don't feel any emotion for it. I'm a grown ass woman. This is my inner child coming out. And I think it's important. We got the full moon coming up and people are really, really acting a damn fool. So thank you so much. I love you guys too. And to all of the people that love me and that are sticking with me, I love you so much. Do not listen to the enemy ever. Okay, stop listening to the enemy. I've been getting attacked all morning. There's been people calling people, telling them things, and now it seems like somebody has done something and went too far. So I gotta go, guys, because there's people in need of attention right now. So y'all have a good one and enjoy the readings, okay? Love and light.